Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's Cinderella Saint, also known as Archie, and I'm doing something a little bit different here. I'm gonna do a analysis slash review for an older film. I'm taking a class on film noir right now, and noir is one of my favorite genres of film. There's a lot of great detective stories, a lot of great murder mysteries, homicide investigation sort of stuff. So film noir is a really interesting genre. I'm taking a class on that right now, and each week I had to write a two-page paper on whatever movie we watched in class. So I'm just going to start sort of not word for word reading my papers, but doing a brief video essay based off my actual essays for these movies. And the first one I'm going to do is Double Indemnity. Now, Double Indemnity is one of my personal favorite noir films. It's got a great Femme Fatale, and that's sort of what I focused my whole paper on, was the Femme Fatale of Double Indemnity, and that is Phyllis Dietrichson, as I believe how you say her name. I have my paper right here. As you can see, it's got a grade on it. I got a 20 out of 20, so it's at least a decent paper. So I'm just going to go through and sort of talk about my key points. I'm going to throw in, I'm going to actually edit in scenes from the movie and stuff like that. And the first thing I want to say is, obviously, film noir is infamous for its story trope of the femme fatale. And the femme fatale is typically a beautiful, seductive woman who seduces a male character, and that seduction ultimately leads to that male character's downfall. And that is Mrs. Dietrichson from Double Indemnity to a T. She seduces poor Mr. Neff, and Mr. Neff dies ultimately, and his life is fucked because of her. And she's a character that's instantly recognizable and memorable. The first shot where we see her, where she's wearing nothing but a towel, and the camera is looking over, I forgot his name, Neff's shoulder, and you look up at him, or you look up at her, sorry, that's an iconic shot. And it's actually a really well done shot as well, because it subtly shows the power dynamic between the two. The first time you see her, it's Neff looking up to her, and you see her as larger than life, and it's...
Mr. Dietrichson in.
Who wants to see him?
My name is Neff, Walter Neff.
If you're selling something.
Look, it's Mr. Dietrichson I want to talk to, and it's not magazine subscriptions.
Listen, Mr. Dietrichson is not in.
How soon do you expect him?
He'll be home when he gets here, if that's any help to you.
What is it, Nettie? Who is it?
It's for Mr. Dietrichson.
I'm Mrs. Dietrichson. What is it?
How do you do, Mr. Dietrichson? I'm Walter Neff, Pacific All Risk.
Pacific All what?
The Pacific All Risk Insurance Company. It's about some renewals on the automobiles.
That subtle camera trick everybody uses, where if you shoot somebody from below looking up, it makes them look more intimidating and it gives them a sense of power. And that's just one of the subtle ways they shoot her, and they direct the movie to make her a true femme fatale. It just shows the power dynamic between the two, just in a simple way. The film overall has fantastic cinematography. That's one example of it. Another example is in the hallway. But it's the scene in Neff's apartment. Mrs. Dietrichson's coming by to visit, and his partner from the insurance office comes by to visit him. I've forgotten his name now, and I feel like a bastard for forgetting his name. He shows up right when she's about to show up, so she hears them talking, and then as the other gentleman's leaving, Neff tries to push her back and hide her behind the door, and that's a subtle scene showing he's literally pushing her out of his life and sort of trying to go back to the life of no crime, the life of I didn't just kill a man, and throw her under the bus for everything. He's going to get away scot-free, at least in his mind.
Good night, Keys.
See you at the office in the morning.
Yeah.
I'd like to move in on her right now, tonight. If it wasn't for Norton and his stripe-pants ideas about company policy, I'd have the police after her so fast it'd make her head spin. They put her through the ringer. And, brother, the things they would squeeze out.
Well, we haven't got a single thing to go on, Keys.
Oh, not too much. Just 26 years experience, all the percentage there is, and this hunk of concrete in my stomach. You one of those things?
Good night, Keys.
So long, Walter.
All the dialogue with Mrs. Dietrichson is extremely well done. It sort of shows that she has control over the situation. She knows what she's doing. Every conversation, she's manipulating and leading Neff into being the one that insinuates and plans everything, and getting Walter Neff to do everything she wants without making it directly obvious that that is what she's doing.
Just my name.
As for instance?
Phyllis.
Phyllis, huh? I think I like that.
But you're not sure.
I'd have to drive it around the block a couple of times.
Mr. Neff, why don't you drop by tomorrow evening around 8:30? He'll be in then.
Who?
My husband. You were anxious to talk to him, weren't you?
Yeah, I was, but I'm sort of getting over the idea, if you know what I mean.
There's a speed limit in this state, Mr. Neff. 45 miles an hour.
How fast was I going, officer?
I'd say around 90.
Suppose you get down off your motorcycle and give me a ticket.
Suppose I let you off with a warning this time.
Suppose it doesn't take.
Suppose I have to whack you over the knuckles.
Suppose I bust out crying and put my head on your shoulder.
Suppose you try putting it on my husband's shoulder.
That tears it. $8:30 tomorrow evening, then.
That's what I suggested.
Will you be here, too?
I guess so. I usually am.
Same chair, same perfume, same anklet?
I wonder if I know what you mean.
I wonder if you wonder.
And that makes her an extremely impactful character. I've forgotten the actress's name. Something Stanwyck, right? Yeah, Barbara Stanwyck is a fantastic actress, and she is fantastic in this movie. Impeccable actress, and in Double Indemnity, she really shines, shows off her immense talent. The wig looks like shit, and you can tell it's a wig, and it's a really bad wig. Everybody knows that. There's even they sort of said originally that they gave her a bad wig on purpose so that she's a fake person. But the director also later went out and said, yeah, I sort of fucked up on that. I maybe shouldn't have given her a bad wig, because it sort of takes away from certain scenes. But Double Indemnity, it's a great noir film. If you're a fan of murder mysteries, there's not really much of a mystery in this one. But if you're a fan of detective stories, if you're a fan of murder, if you're a fan of great mood lighting and everything like that, definitely check out Double Indemnity. It's an American classic, and it's a sublime example of the film noir genre. And a large reason for that is the Femme Fatale character of Phyllis Dietrichson, played by Barbara Stanwyck. Great character, great Femme Fatale, sort of I wouldn't say the archetypal Femme Fatale. I'd say that would probably go to the main female from The Maltese Falcon. I've forgotten the main female Femme Fatale in that movie's name, because it's been like 4 weeks since I've watched it last. Maltese Falcon, another one I'll probably do another video on here soon anyway. But Phyllis Dietrichson is definitely a prime example of the Femme Fatale archetype seen in film noir. And then, the way cinematographer John F. Seitz, I assume that's how you pronounce that, the way he shoots her is just such a great example of how film can transcend a character. You can write a character all this dialogue that shows that she's manipulative, but when you have such subtle things like camera is always looking up, or when she's introduced, you look over her shoulder or over Neff's shoulder, looking up at her as she's larger than life, and as he's literally looking up and pining for her. It's such subtle things like that sell the character and sell the movie. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. Great film noir, great detective story, great cinematography, great lighting. I'd probably say one of my top 3 noir films. I'll list those when I'm done doing all my noir reviews. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It means the world to me. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm not quite sure what it'll be yet. I haven't watched any movies in the theaters recently. I haven't had a chance. I want to watch Annihilation. I've heard Annihilation is great, and I've heard it's a great conversation starter. So I do want to check that out and hopefully do a video on that. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Peace.